Hey, it's me, Art of Singularity, and welcome to my new video. In this video, I'm just going to be drawing. I'm using references, so you can see the references on the left, and that's about it. Or maybe on the right, actually. It's probably on the right for this one, since I'm starting on the left, right? So yes, you can, this one is by Ten Flower. So it's just a face, it's just a more of a profile shot than anything else. Not a profile shot, but you know what I'm saying. Just a bust shot, I suppose. Slightly three-fourths, but not exactly. Not exactly. I've started trying to keep everything about the head inside of the oval. Instead of breaking out of the oval and drawing a circle at the back, I'm trying to use the oval as if it's a 3D shape, if that makes any sense. I feel like that is just easier for me, so I don't really have to break out of the shape I've already made. Of course, I don't exactly know what I'm talking about, right? I'm really just trying to find a good way to draw heads, so that's really what I'm doing today. You can see that the character, you can't exactly see their right eye, I suppose. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I have a character like that, so I'm just gonna kind of replace, like I said, I'm not using the reference. Like I always say, I'm never using the reference fully, but I am just, I'm using it just as a slight base. As inspiration, I suppose. That would be the actual term, maybe? Anyways, yes. How was your guys' day? Is it good? Have you done something fun? Okay, wait, hold on. If this eye is here, then the other eye is probably here, and this is actually probably where the side plane of the head is. Somewhere around there. Let me bring in the eye. I'm going to try and do this quickly, by the way, so this is only a side plane. It doesn't need to take that long. I've also been drawing my eyes slightly differently, with less fullness, if that makes sense, or less solid lines, more shaky. I think it just makes the eyes look more interesting. I'm always chasing interest, I feel like. But if life isn't interesting, then are you really living? That's not exactly correct, but something like that. I'll keep the similar mouth, similar type of mouth as this eye. As this reference. Except I'm gonna bring in a little bit of that cheek to come right there. Okay, I added too much. That was a mistake. I didn't actually mean to do that. You may think, how are you gonna fix this, nameless Dennis? And I say to you, it's a very simple and easy fix. I make her eat hair. What? Anyways, you'll see. So, anyways, I'm gonna bring this over here, bring her hair around here. You can't really see anything else other than her shoulders inside the reference, and not even that. You can just see the, the fluffy maid thing, because this is a maid robot. I've seen this this artist before. Actually, I'm following them. This is on X or Twitter, and I do quite like their style of drawing. So yeah, no. So I know a little bit of the type of character. I think this is his OC or hers. I actually don't know. I don't know what gender Ten Flower is, or 10-4. Sorry, not flower. I don't know how I read that as flower. Yes, I don't know what gender 10-4 is. See, in my mind, I always called this artist 10 Flowers. So now that it's time to actually say the name, it's like, well, 10-4. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna make her eat hair, like literally. Something like that. Just something to cover up that mistake I did. Plus, isn't that interesting? I wonder if that even reads as hair. If I do like something like that, that might read as hair. Bring in the face right there. Okay, cool. Bring in that. Okay, cool. Let me see. What does she have? I could give her clothes, or I could leave her without clothes. But I think I'm gonna settle for a hoodie. This character normally wears a hoodie, so I'm gonna give her a hoodie. Like that, bring that in. Let's see, it's only been, okay, it's been 5 minutes. I think I could, I'll settle for 5 minutes. I'll do like one hole, another hole, bring the, you know, the hoodie string in. And because I'm not finishing it, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna finish the drawing just by making it, you know, kind of fade out. I guess it's not really fading out, it's just like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. There we go, let me just shade slightly. Over here too. Alright, shade under here. Alright, and then I'll just, because this character is supposed to have black eyes. So I'm just gonna bring in the blackness. Okay, under her eyes are supposed to be slightly darker. Then just bring in the color of her hair, and then I should be done with it. And then I'll be moving on to the next reference. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it takes me a little while just to get the word out. It could be because I'm sleepy. It also could be because of a bunch of reasons. Oh boy, is it hot. Is it hot where you guys are? It's summer here. Starting to get kind of hot. And for some reason, my room is just like not insulated well at all, so it just gets extremely hot for absolutely no reason. Isn't that unfortunate? Don't you guys feel pity for me? Don't. Got this upon myself. I could have a fan on right now, but I decided, hey, it'll probably mess up the sound of the video, right? But I'll have to test that actually. Test if the fan messes up the sound or not. Probably not too much. So next time I might actually, you know, have some sort of cooling AC. Alright, here's another face, another reference. This one is by 100 Shao? Don't know, but let me see if I can. Hold on. Actually, let me shade here. I didn't finish this. I can't leave her undone. It'd be too sad. As you can see, this next reference is gonna be Subaru from ReZero. I don't normally get any ReZero on my timeline, so I just jumped at the opportunity to just draw him. Let me see. Actually, let me just shade. Let me just keep shading just slightly. Okay, I think this is pretty good. This is kind of good enough. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, cool. Kind of done. So he's kind of turned slightly to the right. I think this is mostly a forward-facing face, though. Forward-facing face, yes. So I'm gonna try and keep it mostly like that. Something like that. So the middle of his face should probably be somewhere around here. The face for the reference is kind of wide, and my faces aren't as wide. So, you know, I'm adjusting. Like I said, never following perfectly, just following slightly. If you're trying to use a reference, I don't know like what you want, whatever works best for you. When I try and copy a reference like completely, I don't know, it just turns out more boring for me. So I tend to like this type of half and half, like halfway following it, halfway doing my own thing. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, you know, that type of thing. All right, so his shoulder is about here. His arm is here, but his hand is actually outwards. Well, for this one, I think I'm gonna just bring the arm in over here slightly. Let me see, something like that. So the fingers would be here, wrap around here, wrap around there, bring that in. If the elbow's here, that's there, so that's probably gonna be there, I'll assume. Okay. Let me see, his neck is gonna be right here. I'm obviously not drawing super, by the way. Well, I said obviously, but I guess it's not that obvious. But yes, I'm not drawing Subaru. Just like the last drawing, I'm just taking slight bits and pieces. This artist has a more painterly vibe to them. I do like it. I do like it. It's actually it's not my personal taste. So like, and here's how I like curate my timeline, right? I might find like an artwork that I like, right? But I don't like 100% of it. So I'm just not gonna I'm not gonna follow them. I might like the artwork, like literally I might like say like put it in my liked posts on X, but I'm not actually going to follow the artist because I just don't want like that. You know, I'm actually pretty selective about who I follow. Okay, let me do the actual face. So I think drawing the nose or figuring out where the nose is first is very important. So I'm gonna put the nose here. If the nose is there, then I'm gonna make this eye pretty large, or not large, but actually yes, pretty large. So like a larger eye. You know, I'm gonna try and keep the same facial expression mostly. Something like that. And let me see, where is this eye supposed to be? Something like that. There you go. And then I'm gonna do a smirk. Like the reference I used. That's quite the smile, actually. Hold on. Okay. Gonna bring it the eyebrows. So I'm trying to keep some level of consistency in my artwork. So I think I've gotten better with faces. Actually, hold on. Let me just come back over here real quick. I do want to keep some consistency. Like, if my lines are chaotic, that's fine, but I do want them to come out at least, like, I don't want to go over the lines over and over again, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. I don't know how that could not make sense. Done. This guy's supposed to have a scar. And his hair is coming out like that. Let's see, we're gonna have his hair do something like that. There we go. So that's where his hairline is, I suppose. Oh, actually, most of the hair is probably supposed to be back inside of something. Or actually not. I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I think it'll be interesting if I do something like this. Does that look interesting? I think so. Okay. So yeah, this is more of the part of the drug where it's just like mostly like my own thing, right? I've kind of done most of what the reference is. Or, you know, I've used it for what I wanted to use it for. And now, I am adding. So something like that. Problem with this, I'm gonna have to shade all the hair, which is gonna be a little bit annoying. And so instead of shading all the hair, what I will do is first I'm gonna bring in his chest. Add some blood. Add some blood, maybe some dirt, whatever this is, right? And then, okay, cool. I think that's it. Let's bring that in. Bring the hand in slightly. Bring a sweater in. I guess this is also a hoodie. These two characters kind of wear the same thing. Let me see. Maybe like, I'll do another hand here. Well, if I'm doing another hand, so I'll bring that in. I'll do 2 fingers here, and then I'll do another finger here. If you can kind of see what I'm trying to do, I don't know. Let me see. So the actual knuckle is probably going to be here. It's going to come down there. Something like that. This is the actual hand coming in like that. This might be very difficult to actually make out. I probably should have plotted this better. But hey, planning is for wimps. Wimps and losers, and I am not a wimp. I'm just lazy. There's a difference. Alright, there you go. starts there. If his shoulder's hair, then his arm is supposed to... Nope, I don't like that. I don't like that. I guess I'll just bring his... You know what? I have no idea what's going on here. I think I slightly made a mistake. And by slightly, I mean catastrophically made a mistake. It's kind of hard to tell what's happening here, but it's cool. And it's all... So, like, this hand is supposed to be in front. It's supposed to be coming out more. But it's very difficult. See, now it's gotten a little bit messy. Or a lot bit messy. Well, I tried. I'll come back. I'll come back and see what I can do with that one. And for this last reference, it's by Taruma. I have never seen this artist, but I do like their style, so I might actually follow them. They have a style that I like. I'm gonna bring the character up here, keep it kind of in line with or in the same similar area. I'm not gonna go all the way to the right side of the page like I was going to do. I'm keeping in mind that this is supposed to be a high angle shot, so the head's gonna be something like this. This is gonna be the side plane of the head. If that's the side plane of the head, this is probably the middle of the head. And we're just gonna bring the chin in there. Ear is supposed to probably be somewhere there, so I'm gonna put that to there. The shoulder is somewhere around here. Other shoulder there. By the reference, we can see she's sitting straight. Good posture. This is how you're supposed to sit. Kind of looks uncomfortable though, not gonna lie. Something like that, so like that, like that. I'm gonna just bring that in. Again, I probably should have gone a little bit higher to give the character a little bit more space, but keeping things compact is just how I do things. Just how it works. Don't you like everything tightly wound together? It keeps the tension. Makes it feel more like it has more potential energy. I guess if I'm sticking with the spring analogy. Tightly wound. Do you wind springs? I don't think so. Anyways. For this character, I'm going to have her doing like some sort of this pose, like, you know, like not a salute, but like you're looking out for something. That type of pose. Alright, hey, it's me in the voiceover. Why is there a voiceover? Because this is a time-lapse part of... I decided to time-lapse the rest of it. Mainly because... Wait, why am I time-lapsing the rest of it? Yes, to save time. Mainly for time-saving purposes. So, yes, hope you guys liked the video. Out of the three artists I used as reference, I used like the references for, I think 10-4 is probably my favorite. Just like for an artist, but I think Taruma, or you know, this one that I'm doing right here, I think that this artist is probably my favorite out of the three for just references in general. I don't know, I like the poses. I like the flow of them, if that makes any sense. So yes, I very much did enjoy. I enjoyed this one the most, but the one at the bottom is just the most energetic, and I do like it. I do like it, but yeah. I think I like the one at the bottom for the energy, but it's very messy. I don't exactly like that part of it. But hey, what can you do? I already kind of messed up on it, right? So yeah. Also, the one on the left, I like the face the most. Obviously, that's my favorite face. It was a focus on the face, so of course I did the face. I liked how the face came out for that one because I was focusing on it specifically. But yes. So yeah, thank you for watching till the end of the video. I mean, that's pretty much it, right? I mean, what else is left? There's nothing, just me shading. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do at least one of these types of videos a day. You know what, to be fair, I don't like how this one came out. At least I don't like how the drawings came out. I feel like I could have done them better, but hey, it's fine, right? I do end up coloring them at some point. Oh no, I probably colored them in a different video. Yeah, a video that's coming out tomorrow, I colored them, and it'll just be a pure voiceover video, so. Yes. I guess it'll be like these videos will be something like me, just, I don't know, doing references and stuff. So yeah, thank you very much, and I don't know. Goodbye.